配信スタートなんだけど、開始なんだけど、うわ、800kb/s だね。400から900くらい。これ。OBS の設定は、ビットレート4500で、720p の 48fps なんだけど、途中で fps 下がれないんだよな。探せないんだよ。ビットレートはちょっと低くすることができるんだけど、これ以上低いと微妙なんだしな。ちなみに携帯で音確認させてください。大丈夫なのかこれ。ほぼ大丈夫か。あとは自分の声が小さいという問題だけなんだけど。もう始めましょうか。おはようございます。久しぶりの配信で、またやります。3.6 の、短いパッチで、エニグマのイベントなんだよね。ストーリーイベントっていうか、どういうものかはわからないが。ちょっとだけスキップでやってたんだけど、まだ読んでない。最初から読みましょう。そういえば配信まだ。びっくりした。ツイッターとか、フェイスブックまだ接してないんだから、シェアして、ちょっとだけね。ペーパース99。はい、じゃあ読みましょうか。Death and Any Green Very Deep のエコスイート。そういえば、マーカスまた出てるんだよね。楽しみ。Silent afternoon Enigma sits at his desk trying to picture a field of grass. But something else pushes its way in. Something bitter. Something that tastes of wrath. After several further attempts, he pulls open a pistol. Pleasure be all practical. No.
Peter Hoffmann.
姉貴だね、Hoffmann.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben? Ich möchte es selbst überprüfen.
それもまだ謎なんだよな。ストーンにまくい込まれた人は、また、別の人として復活してるんだけど、
Never afraid of sacrifice, she followed her own path.
マーカス。ストームに巻き込まれた人は、別人格として復活するんだけど、実際に死んで、その後、 どうしたどうなってるかわからないんだよね。過去のイベントもストーリーも、そういうものまではない気がするんだよね。Never bit of sacrifice she follows her own. Marcus.
And her fearlessness and perseverance, ultimately.
Miss Marcus.
これはセミロスかなセミロスだね。
Oh, you've arrived.
Marcus, the young investigator lowers her head a moment later. She manages a slightly easier expression.
It's good to see you, Miss Semmelweis.
セミロスも、まあ、友達っていうか、マダム・ホフマンとパートナーみたいな関係したことあるんだよね。で、マーカスは、生徒みたいなやつ。マダム・ホフマンの生徒。グレータ・ホフマン。いや、1.9 かな。めっちゃ良かったな、あれ。あのストーリー。1.7 だっけ 1.7 と 1.9 が最高のストーリーだったんだな。Smallest glances at the papers that in Marcus' hands. They're crumpled and near where the ink has smeared. New letters have been neatly filled in.
Relax. Everything will go smoothly.
っていうか髪型まだこれなんだけど、白じゃないんだけど、まだ吸血になってる前なのか。これミッションの前なのかな。
Where are the others?
でも赤羽なんだし。
The Foundation's memorial ceremony has already ended. It was solemn. Almost everyone came to express their condolences. They just all had to get back to their work.
忙しいもんな。
Well, at least this cemetery will always remain open.
というか、ここどこ
I was more so wondering about those colleagues you're familiar with. Miss Kakanya, for example. I thought she'd be accompanying you.
1.9 の後ってことね。じゃあ、センメルワイスは一応ミックスになったはずなんだよね。ちゃんと吸血になってるはずなんだよね。これ。姿ちょっと自由に変えられるのかな。白髪の時は、強化渋滞とかなのかな。
She had to go through a few more rounds of inquiries, so she couldn't make it. She did send a bouquet of flowers, though.
割と直前だね、これ。Boss Nine Storm ってことね。
It was just like the one you brought. A beautifully arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
泣きそうなんだけど、マダム・フマンのことを覚えてると。本当にいいストーリーだったんだし。
And Enigma? Where's he gone off to? Weren't they each other's only family? I heard he was the one who pushed for the Hoffman Knott name. Rather admirable, if you ask me. But now, at that very sister's funeral, our Mr. Adler is nowhere to be found.
A few days ago, Mr. Enigma helped me sort through Madame Hoffman's possessions. Then he left all in a hurry. Later, I received word from Laplace that he'd barred the door to his office.
苦しい。エニグマの気持ち考えると苦しいな。泣いちゃうんだけど。
Huh. So he's chosen escapism then.
そうでもないんだけど。そうでもないんだけど。エニグマのことなんだぞ。まあ、プレイヤーとしてはトレーラーとかしてるから、エニグマは、方法を探してるんだよな。真実、答えを探してるんだよね。もしかして本当に死んでないかもしれないという願望というかなんていう。姉がどこかでまた生き返ることができるなんじゃないかという願望。He, the two of them. And all the rest gathered here are little more than acquaintance to one another. ホフマンの親しい人たちなんだからな。マダム・ホフマンの。Final only in their morning. That was Marcus speak again.
There was a mailing list among Madame Hoffman's possessions. On the train to Vienna, she asked me a question, hoping I could read its answer.
これ、マーカスのアーケンスキルだね。何らかの、シェルロック・ホームズみたいな小さいものをよく見えるという。Details. She can see details that not actually shown in whatever it is.
What is the best way for someone to defend themselves if they cannot use arcane skills?
I read the answer she expected. She asked because she was preparing a gift.
Like fire bullets. What I think a chance to is under a cliff simply by sharing it.
Mr. Enigma packed the list, her documents, her ID badge, and her diary into a box. Madame Hoffman's entire life reduced to a tiny box. Then he stopped and he asked me,
Where do you think Greta has gone?
The paper in her hands starts to run.
Where has she gone? Heaven? Hell? Has the storm washed them away too? Those who aren't lost to the storm, where do they go? Will I see her again someday? Will all of us, any of us, see her again? If only I'd known earlier that the gift she was preparing was a birthday present for him, then instead of taking care of me and celebrating my first day as a Foundation investigator, she could have... If only my arcane skill were more useful. If only I'd read what would happen on that stage. If only the future were written out as words on a page.
Cold fight. There's nowhere to turn for answer. No point in blaming herself. What's done is done.
I told him I hoped Madame Hoffman had gone somewhere with no storm and started a new life, even if that means I'll never see her again. In the end, he said he needed to think about my answer. He hasn't left his room since. I can understand that. I don't want to be here either. But I have to. Because I want people to know that they don't need to worry about me anymore. Escapism is a natural reaction to grief. Just because you don't want to face it doesn't mean you're heartless. Don't you think?
配信止まった。止まってないよね。止まってないな。びっくりした。YouTube 決体でめんどくせえ。ちょっと自分の配信の音を聞くんだけど。ちょっと自分の配信の音を聞くんだけど。すいません。確認したかった。YouTube 桁ちょっと変なんだよな。UI が。潜伏機能とやばいな。She was almost burning for Indonesia. Sunglass glanced towards the distant grave and smiled softly.
Look at you saying all that without stammering. You see? There's no need to worry.
窓開けよっか。ちょっと暑いかもしれないし。ちょっとだけ窓を開けました。Yeah.
Huh? Sorry. I shouldn't have suddenly.
No, you're right. Everyone handles grief differently. Let's go. I'd like to hear how your training is going. I'm sure Greta would be proud of how much her little apprentice has grown.
All right, Miss Semmelweis.
She nods solemnly. They passed through the gathering crowd and stand in theスクショ。他の人まだいますね。She gets at the small box in the hall. Everything suddenly feels unreal. She desperately wishes it were unreal, just an admitted her mind conjured under pressure. But every book has an end. It's time to turn the page.
Madam Hoffman was an exemplary Foundation investigator, a dependable teammate, and my dearest mentor. She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She...
嬉しちゃった。
She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She followed...
And settles on her back. Simulus finished the sentence for her.
She followed her own path until the end.
Pursuing the truth with a resolute heart. And ultimately, it was her fearlessness and perseverance that brought us the knot that allows us to cross the storm.
So I have cherished every chance to keep the story going.
She inspired many, none more than myself. She gave me the courage to leave the Flennon Isles, allowing me to witness and read so many new things. So, standing here, I vow to continue to seek what she sought, what we all seek, a world after 1999.
Because I want to see the world you believe in.
I will persevere as she did. I will keep reading, keep writing, record every experience, every feeling. I will never forget what you've done for us, for me.
。ってことはこれ、第9のストームの数日後くらいなんだよね。多分。最近はさ、リバースのメモみたいなやつ作ってるんだけど、このストーリー、どの時に行われているのかという。おそらくポスネンストーン。どこは1990あたり。最後までまだ読んでないからわからないけど、とりあえずすぐこれ読みますか。Despite of just a little bit over. What was over?
Damn it, are you blind?
Medicine pocket. ちょっと一瞬冷静します。Medicine pocket.
Honestly, is there no code of conduct among you people? You're the one barreling down the hall.
ほら、喧嘩してるね、いつも。
Hold on. You're...
Medicine pocket. After studying the bite mark offered ID punch, he eventually sells his sword. 怖がってる。ビビってる。
Researcher medicine pocket?
Oh, sweet. Looks like even the little minions at the Foundation have heard of me.
やっぱ、メディシンポケットの英語の声優さん、神だよ。めっちゃいい声してる。本当にぴったり、この顔と性格と、その声が、ね。
I'm rushing to get a sample right now. If you're here for Ulrich, try that lab over there. If you're here for Enigma, check his office. If you're here for me, get lost. Better luck next time. Oh, wait. Let me guess. You suits can't take it anymore, so you're gonna shove a new director on us, right?
おー、そう。じゃあ、本当にポス9ストーンだな、これ。ルーシー出たばかりなんだよね。ポス9ストーン。はい。決まりだね。
Or maybe one of the oh-so-generous higher-ups has finally approved our application for a new lab? Oh, or maybe you're here to command us very obedient researchers to fix you up an arc? You know, like Noah? Well, here's an idea. How about you shelve all that and let us get back to our research on edible Picrasma extract? At worst, we'll get a taste of something sweet.
まだ諦めて2年ね。ピクラスマ研究でメディシンポケットの研究なのかな。そこまでわかんないね。The staff member gives an upward comment and begins his face hoping to get out of this place.
That's a topic that requires a rigorous approval process and oversight from... It's not within my power to decide.
出る。
I need to deliver these files to Mr. Enigma immediately. I won't take up any more of your time.
Did us a small metal chip to the flustered staff member.
Give him this and make sure he eats it. My application's been sitting on his desk for 30 hours. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get through to him is if he experiences it for himself.
Enigma ね。引きこもってるからな、Enigma。まだ。
If there's an emergency, just press the button on the wall, not the red one.
Presumably doesn't wait for response. Stays right around the next corner instead. The staff member is left with nothing but a postman in the distance.
I see. You can follow the proper procedures to file a complaint against Researcher Medicine Pocket.
ちょっとリストをベースの設定大きすぎるのかな。ちょっとだけ低くしましょう。はい。
The application has already been reviewed. The ever-generous assessor that I am.
By the staff member.
As for your request, based on the progress of our other projects, you can expect a response in about 69 business days.
This is an urgent matter, sir.
I understand completely. It's a pity for us both that Laplace isn't a wish-granting machine.
何のことですね。I need to do this immediately. I won't take up. 何かがまだわからない。言っているまだ。
If it truly is as urgent as you say, put the documents on the pile to your left. Make sure not to touch anything else.
Then when's the earliest?
52 business days.
Oh my god.
In principle, my department only accepts research assignments pertaining to the storm, and only the final results are delivered to us. The calculations and sample analyses you need will be handed off to other teams. But it's not like we have spare researchers just moseying around, and Laplace isn't the Foundation's personal calculator. If you have any objections or extenuating circumstances, you can take it up with our director.
誰？ディレクターまでないだろ。
But of course, the position's still empty. I'm only standing in to manage the documents and affairs no one else cares to deal with. Looks like it'll be a tough job to find you a team. Close the door on your way out.
They surprise the staff members doesn't know, but he doesn't budge either.
You can move your own legs without your boss's orders, can't you? Get out.
I'm glad to see you're still full of vigor, Adler.
Simone? He said snaps up in surprise as Tomofield steps inside. Seemingly, he finally sets down his pen.
If it isn't my old friend. What are you fetching for Constantine this time? I trust the last report you snatched was to your satisfaction. If anything else in these stacks of scrap paper strikes your fancy, then by all means, help yourself.
Yeah, Madame Zika. He extended an arm and path through the mountain of files beside him.
That won't be necessary. Though I'll be sure to visit again should the need arise.
Madame Z.
Mark, there are still some details regarding the proposed adjustment to field agent rations I'd like you to confirm. Mr. Ulrich and Miss Simone have cleared a 15-minute block in their schedules. You'll find them in meeting room number 3.
15分だけ短い。
Very well.
You knew of Miss Simone's return today. Most assumed she retired to the timekeeper's suitcase along with Madame Lucy.
What do you mean with Madame Lucy? Madame Lucy 別に、いや、一応、 スーケースバーテンとどっかに行ったんだけど、別にずっと中にいるわけでもないんだよ。なんか俺の情報とかルイジから聞いたんだし。
Looks like the Foundation keeps as close an eye on Laplace as they do on Manus Vindictae.
皮肉だな。
Some might even say that mad scientists and fanatical arcanists aren't so different, though the former does have the small advantage of providing a handy little invention here and there.
Always thinking from a researcher's perspective, Valor. Every researcher wants an independent, undisturbed laboratory. A simple wish in theory, but difficult to implement in practice.
I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to lecture me. What's the matter?
I trust Auric has told you what transpired in Antarctica.
What transpired in Antarctica? Oh. この時から情報もあるなの?
Not long ago, we received reports from a field agent squads and investigators. This time, the storm has brought us to the year 1920, and to a war that should no longer exist.
エピソード1がポスト9ストームで、このエピソード2がいきなりポスト10ストームなんだ。1920でからポスト10ストームなんだな。はい。了解しましたと。
The storm is hardly a perfect formula, and historical records often contain inaccuracies. Even under our current theoretical models, Arcana maintains a degree of uncertainty and unknowability. A minor error such as this should come as no surprise to you.
Minor? 別にマイナーじゃないだろ。大事だろこれ。He takes the stack of reports in Madame Z's hand nonetheless. As he flipped through its page, his vision crossed it.
An error of this magnitude doesn't follow any of our current models.
そう。気づいたか。
This flood has destroyed at least 2/3 of all our prior findings.
Since the beginning, we've diligently tracked the occurrence frequency of the storm. We've also long gotten used to it, abandoning any semblance of a pattern.
Because those who haven't gotten used to it are no longer with us.
It's never easy to have your world turned upside down, for anyone. It's overwhelming at first, but the more you see it happen, the easier it is to accept. Of course, some still have their objections. There have been countless debates on whether we should prepare for war.
ってことは、マルシャのイベントの前だな。マルシャセンティナルの前くらいかなこれ。
Laplace is not an arsenal.
Our more radical members believe that, since research on the storm will continue to be lost, we should divert our resources elsewhere.
それはダメだろう。Radical members, ホークスのやつらか。
The LSCC has been without a director for a long time, and the Arcanocentric Society Institutum Lorentz has gone unchecked. There is reason to believe that this has impacted Laplace's research efficiency.
Institutum Lorentz studies Enigma expressions, knowing he's already figured out where he had come.
So, to ensure our collaboration with Laplace continues to yield valuable results, the Foundation plans to dispatch a director of their own choosing.
Absolutely not.
そうなると、直接ファンデーションの下になってるからな、ラプラスは。Sklens fees never comes down on the desk. 体感してなかったね。Stable designers, that won't help him now.
I don't agree with the sentiment, nor do I believe the Foundation should assume complete control of Laplace. However, the reality is that, besides some perfect directing machine, the members will be the most easily persuaded if we appoint a human as director.
これは嫌だな。
Which is why I've come to you today.
プレイヤーとしての私が嫌だね。
If, under your leadership, Laplace can produce a persuasive new discovery during this tumultuous period, it would help my cause immensely.
で、ここでプレイストームプロトコルのやつだね。
Of course, no matter what, I'll continue to express my support for Laplace's independence to the Foundation.
Enigma looks at his old college. They worked together a long time ago, if only briefly.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with all this politicking? For Laplace to align itself with a foundation? Or with yourself?
どうだろうな。
You don't seriously expect a group of scientists to spend their time strategizing these things like some kind of warlords pushing clay figurines around a sand table, do you?
War room. Maybe that's an answer.
I'd like you to continue your research on the toy box sent by MUC3. Investigate the source of its power and use its simulations to push out a report.
これも謎なんだよな。レストランプロトコルで実際にあるなんだし、どういうもの？アルケンスキル、誰かが作ったものだろう。フェルティンのスッケースもそうなんだけど、謎なアイテム多いだね。
Producing a final pre-storm protocol will refute the accusations that the LSCC lacks risk management policies, and the core of the toy box may just provide the new results you need.
I see your reasoning, but why are you telling me this? Surely you aren't offering your help simply out of the goodness of your heart. What exactly are your feelings toward Laplace nowadays? Nostalgia? Or some kind of scientific idealism?
マダム地元はラプラスの人ってことなのか？フォンデーションに移動した前。Madame the first then brings up that often discussed topic.
I still believe we can reach the final theory. Something all-encompassing that unifies the entire universe.
Well, in that, we've just been going in circles. In a decade, all we've managed is to return to the 11th dimension.
11th dimension? どういうこと？ In a decade? 確かに。もうほぼ10年か。実際の時間99年からで今は2008年くらいなんだよね、設定としては。戻ったり前に戻ったり過去に戻ったりしないと、本当の。
But that doesn't mean all our past efforts have been meaningless. The timekeeper hopes to understand the situation outside as soon as possible. Once you've arrived at a conclusion, please contact me immediately.
Observation the station outside. The door closes again. Madame stands in the corridor, kissing up and filmed herself for a white building.
Can a scientist become a politician?
So School teacher during her university days, not even the grand unified theory could predict that a graduate would become published. 誰のこと？マダム氏のこと。String theory 101. A paper from your homeland once said if it takes a long stick and cut it in half, each string will never reach its end. Now I'm not here to discuss calculus. I will ask you, do you think stick will be tied forever? If you reach the point where it can no longer be half, what remains? You might say it's been in the party, but in my class, the graph. 戻りましたかね。戻りましたね。回線死んじゃった一瞬。Nature must basically just then possible. If I pass the nature in the final stream, if I go down to its limit in the final stream, even the basic unit of gravity should be a string. The entire world is made of string vibrating at different frequencies in unseen higher dimension. They may seem insignificant, but they are everywhere. Some pragmatics may laugh at people, making this class. Why do you fantastical theory that has no experimental proof? I am a human, but you are an arcanist. I do understand my pursuit of the concept the same. マダム氏はアルカニスだから、これ誰の書き物？ストリングセオリーって誰かの実際にあるなんだよな。誰かが。ストリングセオリー。はい。プシック。わかんないや。3、4で終わるかな。今日は。練習at the bottom. Don't readily accept reverse stories. これで、hisabです。X will be メディシンポケットなのかなこれ。で、これ誰わかんない。チュチュチュ。
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe.
お、若いエニグマじゃん。うん。大学の時代なのかこれ。
Because every puzzle has a solution.
Minus one framer waiting for one letter and
The world is like a crossword. If you follow the clues...
Yumi. 夢だった。
Verdammt. Isn't it about time humanity evolved beyond sleep?
It's easy to say that it fits. This is some jumbled grid lines covering his desk. Pushing the papers and files aside, he turns on the screen.
It's only been 6 hours. Looks like the little biter's actually done some work in between destroying public property. Side effects have certainly lessened.
Little biters. Medicine pocket no... Are
Did I throw away the instruction manual? What did it say? Never mind. The little side effects have already been eliminated. The other symptoms don't matter.
We don't remember the papers with the metal lips. Lips too colorful.
I hope this helps.
人間用の ピクラスマケンディみたいなものなのか、これ。カオル検診といいです。
Toybox research, the timekeeper's request, new results, and Lorenz. Alright.
で、この時は 3.5 のイベントも行われているんだよね。ロレンツとラモナ。
As always, problems rarely come alone. But the more problems there are, the closer we are to the solution.
We need to stop creating more problems.
夫婦喧嘩始まってるのか。Also, let's fix on this. I'm going to get it in the spirit of volume. I'm totally in love with the thing on the invite a load of it.
Then get rid of the approval system so we can all work in peace for a couple weeks. You know, spend our time actually experimenting instead of writing damn reports. That's our problem. I'm telling you, even if Enigma locked himself in that room for the next decade, he wouldn't get through them all.
Focus on the matter at hand, Researcher Medicine Pocket. The toy box has been fixed for now, and the communication problems it caused have also disappeared. But we need to come up with a way to prevent any similar incidents in the future.
トイボックス。これで X が作ったやつとちょっと似てるね。コラボイベント、アサシンスクリッドコラボイベントのやつは、意識が別事件みたいなものに飛ばされてるんだよね。で、このトイボックスはまた、このリバースの世界の、リアリティをシミュレーションにするみたいなものなんだよね。そういうものなんだと思うんだが。
And it's crucial we figure out how it had such a widespread effect. We can't risk almost all of Laplace speaking in cipher again.
そんなものになったのか。
I, for one, believe it's related to the storm syndrome. But our research progress has been far too slow, so I need everyone.
There you go again. You're gonna say that the language disorder interfered with our work, right? Well, let me make this clear. Whether I use cipher or decimal or freaking latte art to communicate, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want.
Medicine book plus, yeah. Not only doing out the words.
Those emergency handbooks are only filling that tank of yours with useless garbage data. Whatever happens, my advice is the same. Mind your own business and let us fend for ourselves.
Huh. Sounds like you've gotten over accidentally ordering critter chow at the canteen. I suppose it is quite difficult to decipher a Tetris-based language, no? And no, we can't just blow up the toy box medicine pocket. As I said before, it cannot be destroyed through arcane or scientific means. You should know when to quit.
やっぱりスーツケースとちょっと似てるかもしれないね。このトイボックス。謎の相手。
Blow it up? Absolutely not. Adler already notified us that the Foundation is pressuring us to deliver persuasive research results. This isn't the first time they've used our laissez-faire attitude as an excuse to attack Laplace. We need to use the toy box's simulations to create a reliable emergency protocol.
Okay, I get you. We just need to submit something that'll shut them up. So why don't you round up everyone who's been wasting research materials, hand them all Lorentz ID badges, and turn them over?
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. As crowded and chaotic as the crystal structure of austenite, supposedly.
That's quite enough. Now, if you'd please return to today's topic. Researcher Pointer, Researcher X. How are the results of your data analysis?
ポイントだったか。There is a have longer next to me to this let's clear. Dino silence is the best way to keep out. Interviews a stack of felt toward the whole way.
Here's my section. I've included a summary for the timekeeper's perusal.
Time skip. Very slow.
In simple terms, the flood has altered the characteristics of the storm. The vast majority of our past data has been rendered useless. Our most reliable models require multiple rounds of verification. Therefore, our current conclusions offer reference only.
This should be plenty. I'm confident we'll adapt to these new conditions very soon.
Everyone silently agreed.
Have we made any discoveries regarding the arcane fluctuations emanating from the toy box?
If we're only looking at the numbers, the magnitude of these arcane fluctuations far exceeds normal levels. I also consulted all the arcanists I know with arcane skills related to language, words, or sound. None of them could find any man-made traces in the fluctuations. I have two hypotheses. One, this toy box is a naturally occurring arcane object. And two, its core holds a power beyond most arcanists' comprehension.
He visits this and perhaps.
I also have a personal theory. Mr. Ludwig's arcane fluctuations.
これちょっと変わった Next. The meeting room door is thrown open, slamming it against the wall. Harry enters the door, the figure that is just personal.
Mr. Enigma.
Doors unlocked.
The door open and enters.
I already reviewed your application last Wednesday, X. And you and Hisabeth can stop submitting those clinical trial applications for Medicine Pocket's project.
Oh, I have a friend.
Regulus is not an option either. There isn't a hair on her body that doesn't scream arcanist.
本当に。なぜナープラスにいるんだろう、ベグルス。
I will handle this myself. After all, I was the one who questioned Medicine Pocket on the possibility of resuming research on the topic in the first place.
It's a compelling research direction. An antidote for procrasma extract suitable for human consumption and a universally applicable edible extract with energizing effects.
やはり、メディシンポケット今この研究してるね。ピクラスマキャンディの人間の分。It was the long string of turns with neither stumble nor pause as if reciting from a script.
There's no need for you to worry. I read the project proposal. Medicine Pocket already consulted me on a few issues.
That proposal was supposed to be confidential. Never mind. But we need to act like this research topic doesn't exist until it yields some results. You are all pure-blood arcanists. You have a natural tolerance for Picrasma extract. But it's simply too dangerous to move straight onto pure-blood humans.
Side effect. あれと同じだな。1.2 のイベント。トゥスフェリのキャラストーリー。アルカニシオの薬は人間が使ってると致命的な欠陥になるというか、一時期元気になるかもしれないけど数日後死んだというケースがあったんだよね。トゥスフェリのキャラストーリー。
Well, I suppose it's about time my quarter arcanist blood came in handy.
これアーカニストだね。確かにミックスといっても少ないんだよな。マダム・ホフマンも。
I understand, Mr. Enigma. I have no intention, nor the power, mind you, to interfere with anyone's decision. But I did receive a document I think you should see.
Of course you did. There's always more.
It's about the language disorder caused by the toy box's malfunction. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Although the world outside has returned to normal, a lot of curious occurrences have appeared in the toy box. Allegedly, the behavior of its inhabitants has become increasingly formulaic and unified.
トイボックスの中はやっぱりフェルティのウェルデルスみたいな別空間みたい
Of
なものっ
course,
てことね。
these are Mr. Ulrich's words. I haven't seen it for myself. The specifics are on top. I read the whole thing. It's comprehensive. Exhaustive, even. It should be more than enough to submit to the Foundation. But Ulrich isn't convinced it's persuasive enough, so he hasn't turned it in. We all know how easy it is to fall down a research rabbit hole. He needs someone on the outside to step in and make a decision. At least, that's what I think. There's also the small matter of a waveform contaminating the toy box's arcane fluctuations. A waveform extremely similar to that of our dear Mr. Raven.
There's also a small matter of waveform contaminating the toy box.
I've compared it. It's distinctly different from the other simulation data.
Definitely. It will be the last of his breath. The door.
Ulrich. Ulrich!
Hey! What are you yelling for?
I'm trying to return this copy of your report that you forgot.
The internet is less reliable than you think. Anonymous 01. The latest is under directly demonstrated and must return password. Integrable text and collimated text alternative system. パイレスにかかったみたいな。So it's like 1 to turn take time. Looks like I almost 1%. Whatever the whole year, what of most one really got through the chibris. Becoming Enigma. Why if we throw all the servers into the storm, how likely are we to get rolling with this article? The chance is small that even an astronomer will ignore it. But if we make the storm affect all of our class, someone even knows simple get asked. No one when exactly someone says that there is something enough trouble. Yeah. I heard this sports almost only English the whole time during the language. 逆にジョンタイトルが逆に普通に喋ってる。後ろまでもついて誰か何リプライわかんない番号ってこの番号わかんない誰が喋ってるMaybe not rumors, but they're all not always like that. What? I should learn this. これなんか Holy cow みたいなまだ見ます。I like to change what should be the I don't know what. It's honestly what comes to the. That's it for less than far. Wait. Study taken off now, you may not even know how to play with toys. If you don't believe step 1, it's very or more than 6 years old or at least no longer have a habit of putting toys in your mouth. the girls update on the room surface with minor surface. Make sure no cats are around. Make sure you have at least one friend to play with. Multiple personalities count as friends too. いいのかい？あ、できるだけど。Chant this happy incantation to the venom comes and is gently. In the same machine right before your eyes. Say P reserve right to final interpretation of this product. そもそも無声テレビ誰？3話までだ。1時間くらいなのか。じゃあ、まあ、今日はここまでにしましょうか。また続きは配信でやるかどうかはわからないけど、テストとして含め、なんとなく配信したいだけっていうで配信してるから。次は何だろう。そもそもこの私のインターネットなんて言うだろう。無限のやつじゃないんだからな。FUP ってやつ。
If you have nothing else to say, I'll be off to my room to copy down the note on my arm.
まあ。ともかく Wi-Fi の問題もあるし、気が向いたらまた配信でやるかもしれないという。はい。じゃあ終わります。明日やるとしたらもっと夜中からやるかもしれないね。知らんけど。じゃあ終わります。お疲れ様でした。